No. It can't be. It's not over. Jado the Great Annihilator? Defeated by children? It's impossible. How can darkness fail? How can the end end? Trickery. You'll pay for this. I curse you for all your days. Master Crux, hear me. Please, I beg you. Lend me now just the smallest portion of your awesome power, and I will do your bidding. I seek nothing but your glory. Make use of me. Let me be an agent of your dread will. Master, I ask no more than to be your punishing hammer of vengeance.
I don't think he's coming, Jado.
Why? How did it come to this? Ah! I'm abandoned by my master.
Gina!
And worse, am I to share the same dustbin with his enemies?
Yes, and your dust will mingle with theirs in undifferentiated insignificance.
What? Why, my master? Did I not pledge to you my eternal loyalty? What more would you have?
Rollin!
I know! The ultimate form. It's finally time!
Let's get it. Place the final shard. Jado has got some major issues.
Ultimate form, arise! I summon you! Rise and fulfill your destiny! Protect us from the forces of darkness! Ultimate form! We Terra must not be destroyed!
It can't be!
Incredible. I guess that explains why it's so legendary.
Yeah.
I bet its power could even destroy the Crawlosphere. Chilling. Just the thought of it. Winding up in the wrong hands.
Horrible.
Alright, that was pretty epic. I love that. That was great. Kaio? Geo? What was that, Rollin? The ultimate form. It spoke to me. It told me its name is Kaio and that what it is held in is called a Geo. It said that we would need its power soon and to call out it when the time comes? That sentence doesn't make sense to me. I guess that means the final showdown with Crux is near. Crux. It's kind of ironic if you think about it. Huh? He tries to use the Crawl's own power against them, but it ended up corrupting him too. True. But even now that I know how Crux became what he is today, I still can't forgive him. Me either. Still, it's only because of him that we were able to awaken in ultimate form. I doubt he has a decent bone left in that twisted body of his. He's gonna pay big time. But first, let's visit Radice. The Crawlosphere is still out there, which makes Crux a serious threat. Are you with me, Gina? We still have work to do. Whoa, too much drama. Take it down a notch. Forgot the Geos were also in Beyond the Portals. The Geos are in all 3 games. They're in the first Spectrobes as well. I think. Aren't they?
Ah, not a scratch on you. Some visitors arrived while you two were away. They've been anxiously awaiting your return.
Visitors?
For us?
Slower than the frozen fountains of Kogo area.
Camtoga!
Would have gotten in touch sooner, but chasing after that slimy Crux kinda takes all your attention.
Commander.
Uh-oh.
Sir, well, you've got a heck of a lot of explaining to do.
Whoa, reel it in a bit, kid.
I do apologize for sharing intel selectively.
You must have had a reason, sir. We're not suggesting otherwise. Neither of us.
Whatever, but no more games.
Rollin, take it easy.
First things first, how did you know a portal to this system was gonna open up on that very day you dispatched us?
Actually, Roland, I didn't know.
What? You must have!
Sector W was stable when I sent you out there that day. Of course I knew something could happen, but sucked through a portal? The possibility never crossed my mind.
Earlier, you said something about chasing Crux?
Ah, well, your commander and I managed to get back to his ship after you two got out. Told you not to worry about us, didn't I? And that's when we spotted him. Right on his tail, too, for the longest time.
And what happened?
He made it to the Crawlosphere, which is now headed straight here. The 5 of us have got to work fast.
Don't worry. We've been brainstorming while you were gone. And the 3 whole goats actually came up with a plan. The 3 of us. We're leaving for an emergency meeting with the Council of Planets. And just to be safe, we'll be proposing an evacuation of our entire planet.
The Council will also need a defensive plan. And at this point, Camtoga and I have the clearest grasp of the threat posed by the Crawlosphere. So he and I will be making the trip there with Radice. That's about it. Do you two have any questions?
In the meantime, what should we do, sir?
Same thing we'll all be doing. Rack your brains for ways to stop the Crawlosphere. As soon as we're done briefing the Council, and as soon as they've approved a defensive strategy, Camtoga and I will join the battle. Till then, just use your discretion, but be smart. Understand?
Roger that, sir. Good luck. We'll do everything we can.
Alright, 2 things. First of all, what on earth is this Council of the Planets? How have I never heard of this until this moment in this game? Second of all,
Hey, little one.
Ukabi, you're adorable. Third of all, which I had to add after Ukabi interrupted me, Commander Grant and Camtoga are so insanely tall. How did I only just now realize this? Look at how tall these men are. Commander Grant, I have a confession to make. I doubted your intentions and your character. Yeah, he's been a bit of a secretive scumbag for a little bit there, so that's fair. Gina, in your first transmission after we landed on Witera, you muttered something like, so they did traverse the portal. It was like you had expected it to happen. Even worse, I felt like you knowingly put us in danger, like you steered us right into a trap. But it wasn't a trap. You were sending us off to the same place you had been before. That's right. It was 30 years ago when an accident during one of my patrols sent me through that very same portal. That's when a Spectrobe master named Crux saved me after I crashed here on Witera. Crux was once a proud Spectrobe master who battled the Crawl, and I was only too eager to join him. We saw you back then, Commander, in a fossil memory. You were studying a Crawl you had defeated. Even though I'm no Spectrobe master, I was able to battle the Crawl with some success. As with all battles, the key is to know your enemy. I thought by studying their weaknesses, I could help save this planet. Wait, you're saying you don't have to be Spectrobe master to defeat the Crawl? Exactly. But instead of finding their weakness, my research revealed the secret behind their power. Crux believed that he could control this newly discovered Crawl power. He placed far too much faith in his abilities. I tried to stop him from using their evil power, but I was no match for him. The next thing I knew, I was drifting through the non-aero system in an escape pod. Crux must have sent me back through the portal gate while I was unconscious. Then he re-emerged 30 years later as our mortal enemy, leading an army of Crawl into non-aero through the portals. I sent you two to go investigate Sector W because I feared Crux might be up to something. Why didn't you just say so? I had planned on telling you everything, but then you were sucked through the Sector W portal. And that's when you showed up here on Witera. And lucky for us, too, because Crux was gunning for the Kaio system. When he contacted you, he couldn't give you any details without also alerting Crux. Ain't that right, Grant? That about sums it up. Forgive me, you two. Now, Rollin, Gina, it's time to stand up to Crux and stop his evil plot. And I can't do it without you. You got it, Commander. You can always count on us. My alert was wrong. Alert said Chaos was streaming Digimon. That's weird. I definitely changed the game name to Spectrobes and all that before I went live, so I don't know why your alert would say that. Alright, so now, go back to our ship. I think we're gonna get a cutscene or something. We need to gather... Wait a minute, before we go, we should go over here and see if I can get a Torga and a Zenny to spawn. But, we need to get the last of the Spectrobes that we haven't filled out in the database. Before we go wrap up the game. Once and for all.
Go.
Please be a Zenny. Hey, grab that. I can't reach it. Zenny. Perfect. All right, now I just need a Torga. Graxo, welcome to stream. Spectrobes was my jam on the DS. Never played the Wii version. Oh, dude, you're missing out. Because Spectrobes Origins is actually, like, a really good game. And the first 2 games are, like, not that great. But Spectrobes Origins is very, very fun. Very enjoyable. Your boy really needs a Torga. If you wouldn't mind just tossing me one of those bad boys. Give me that. Torga? Torga, let's go. We got all we need, I think. No. Alright, now we go back to the ship. Man, we're starting a new game on Sunday. Oh, I can't take out Pegatinum here, Rip. Starting a new game on Sunday. And, gonna be starting another new game next Friday, because we'll be done with Spectrobes today. Those games are probably gonna last us all of December up until Tokyo Mirage Sessions releases. '20 is going to be hitting soon, boys, and then there are going to be a lot of new games I'm going to be playing back-to-back. I am very excited. What's your plan for after Cyber Sleuth? You mean after Hacker's Memory? I don't really have a plan for, like, after Hacker's Memory. That game still has probably, like, 4 streams to go. I don't have to think about that for a while. Okay, let me install that new incubator expansion cube that we got. Install away. That doesn't really matter to me. Yeah. More room in the incubator. Very good. That is not true. I have been planning what game is going to take the Sly Cooper series' place for like 2 months. You gonna do another Digimon game? No, probably not. I'm probably not going to be playing another Digimon game until Digimon Survive comes out. Unless they still don't give us the Digimon Survive release date for like another 3 months. But I'm planning on waiting for Digimon Survive before doing another Digimon game. Start! Alright, I need the Zaza. Just drop some bombs. It doesn't even matter if I A rank this, I just need it to be over level 30, which like a C rank would do. I've never gotten a C rank in this game that I can remember. Yeah, get all that rock out of there. Free my Zaza. Alright, the Wiimote seems to be doing a bit better now than it was earlier. I don't know what the deal was earlier in stream where it was like, hey, we're just gonna jump all over the place. That was very strange. Banana. Banana. Get all of this up out of here. Free my boy. Come to me, Zaza. So we've got like 4 fossils to excavate. After we excavate them and evolve them, I'll double check the database to see if there are any other Spectrobes left. We're gonna have to, I should have done it before stream, but now I'll have to do it mid-stream. I'm gonna look up the passwords for the legendary Spectrobes, because there's no other way to get them other than with passwords. And I don't plan on using them, but I just want to show them off. And then, what was I about to say? I don't remember now. And then if we've got all the Spectrobes done, we'll go finish the game. Just finished watching Dusk in Digimon World DS. Oh, Digimon World DS. That was a trip. Wish that game was better balanced, but whatever. Still fun overall. Dusk is very good. I'll do Dawn one day. Maybe I'll finally do my Dawn playthrough after people stop leaving comments every, like, 4th Digimon video saying, like, hey, Dawn? I swear, that's, like, the most asked-for playthrough I have, other than maybe, like, that Digimon card game thing people keep mentioning to me. I'll get through them all eventually, one day. Custom Robo? Yo, I know that there are, like, multiple Custom Robo games. I only ever played the Custom Robo game on the DS, like Custom Robo Arena, I think it's called. I've beaten that game, like, 5 times, and I love it. I'm going to do a playthrough of Custom Robo Arena one day. Because I love that game. It is very fun. With a decent story. It's not like anything stellar, but it's not bad. Have I mentioned since I started doing this that I hate excavating Tobasu? It's got all these weird grooves that you have to drill around. Did I A-rank that? I've never played any of the Jak and Daxter games, no. Alright, go ahead. That's Zaza words. Zaza, Tobasu. I also need Zeni and Torga. And then I need Komainu. I never played Jak and Daxter. Or Ratchet and Clank. Back in that, like, from what I understand, there's like a bit of a trifecta kinda of Jak and Daxter, Ratchet and Clank, and then Sly Cooper. Like, people mention it all the time when talking about, like, good old PlayStation games. I only ever played the Sly Cooper series out of those 3. My hand twitched. That's 100% on me. I'm very sorry, Zeni. I didn't mean to do that to you. That means you're probably a B rank now, but hey, what are you gonna do? It happens to the best of us. But I never played a single Jak and Daxter or Ratchet and Clank game. I might still have an A rank because I did that super fast. I played the Crash trilogy. I didn't play the Crash games. I played 2 Crash games when I was young. I played the Crash tag team racing game. I did still get an A rank. Wow. I played the Crash tag team racing game, not the NTR one, like the sequel to that, I think it was. And then I played whatever the 4th Crash game is, where you meet Crunch, and you have to get the elemental masks. But I never played the original 3. But I did play the original 3 when they came out on the Insane Trilogy or whatever it was. Although, I completely forgot that I had played the Insane Trilogy because when I was playing the Sly Cooper Trilogy again, someone asked, like, hey, did you ever play Crash? And I was like, nope, never touched him. And then Slyro was in chat, and he was like, you definitely did because you played the Insane Trilogy, and I watched you play them. And I was like, oh, dude, you're right. I absolutely did, but I do not remember them in the slightest. But I played the Insane Trilogy. I never played Crash growing up, though. There we go. I probably could have done a little more lasering here, but whatever. Torga is also very annoying to excavate. He's got so many ridges that stones get stuck in. Bow now. Like that right there, I hate this spot, like, right on Torga's back. That's so annoying to excavate. I mean, really, all of Torga's body is annoying to excavate. Maybe that's why they made Torga, like, the first fossil you always get. Please, free me. Finally. Oh, did I actually get the A rank at the last second? I did. He's done it. Ever played an SMT game? No, just Persona. Persona and then Tokyo Mirage Sessions, which is a crossover Fire Emblem and SMT. Oh, Lone Wolf, you looked up the legendary Spectrobe stuff? Many thanks. Saves me some trouble. What else do I need here? Didn't I? Wait a minute, I got a Koma Inu pod, didn't I? Where is it at? Am I losing my mind? It did say I got a Koma Inu pod earlier, didn't I? Wait a minute. Did the game glitch out and say that I got a Coma Pod, even though it's actually this new one, because I've never awoken a Coma Pod before? Because we only ever got one Coma Pod, and I messed it up, and so I just immediately deleted it. That is exactly what happened. Wow, I am amazed that I realized that. Works for me. I'm glad that I realized which one had to be the Coma Pod.